Let's cut some concrete. We're gonna be building a deck off of this slider. And so we need to pour a little footing, and it's gonna be partially in the old pad, partially out here. So we're just gonna cut out the old stuff for the footing. Let's have some fun. Okay. That down. That up. Started on the second pull. That's a good machine. Safety first. Get it right, get it tight. Just making sure I'm on track and things are looking good. This is the most effort I've ever put into editing a video. I'm actually having fun through all of this, so please like, comment, share, subscribe to motivate me to make more videos and show you how to build more shit. Thank you. I'm telling you, there's an only tools opportunity, only fans, only tools opportunity. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. All right, let's see how this jackhammer works for me. Take this edge out, the score will be big enough that the next pass I do with the jackhammer, it'll break off where I cut, and then we have a wheelbarrow to move all this stuff because yay, manual labor. Aren't there like robots that can do this shit by now? But then I wouldn't have work. And this is pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. It is breaking along my score line, and I can just pick it up and move it over there. Remember to hydrate, kids. And you remember to use glass, not plastic. There's the pile of rubble I just busted up. I'm gonna spread it out a bit, and then we have to, over here, what I just cut out. Now we have to dig 2 feet down and 14 inches from here because we're going to pour a footer. And so we had to take out the old concrete because the footer we're going to pour is going to be way deeper. This is like a 4-inch slab. We're going to be doing a 2-foot footer that will have hardware sticking out to attach some posts to. I think they're 6x6s. But yeah, 2 feet of digging. Yay! This is probably my favorite tool of all time. We call it the Bauer. Massive sort of roto hammer thing. But when you're doing dirt work like this, it's magnificent. I fucking love it. First things first, always remember to hydrate. And plans changed, I guess. We got a full truck. I thought he was getting some cool like custom thing, but it doesn't matter because hey, we got concrete. Here's our form. Well, it's not a real form. We just kind of threw something together. It doesn't have to be fancy, but the trash in here is a kind of annoying. All right, so the truck will back up. We'll see how far the chute can go and we'll get going. I'm excited. All right, let's watch how tight he can take this corner. You could always move the porta potty if needed, but these guys are generally pretty solid. And so that driveway is actually already shot to shit, so the driver didn't even want to back down it, so we're having to just muscle it with the wheelbarrows. Thankfully it's really close, just down a hill, so really easy to do. Just it's kind of comical how one thing after another has changed with this, but we've just been able to adapt because this is really does not need to be pretty, does not need to be perfect by any stretch. It's more of just adding some additional structural support, and it's not even really going to be seen. You'll see the mostly finished version and it comes out just fantastic, and here we are just muscling it on through. You know what, it's a lot of fun building. I didn't really expect, I went to college, blah blah blah. Now that's what I call a beam. 6 by 10 by 18. I'm very curious to see how much it weighs because it's gonna go across from that. So that's about 8-9 feet in the air. That's why we poured the footing, so we can put some posts. You can see the posts underneath the beam, and then the beam on top of it. How did our footing come out? Not bad.